What is going on, you guys? We are back here with another video this week, and today we are going to be talking about the second strike anniversary milestone. So the credits that we're getting doing Blitz, doing our energy usage from our campaign, that all contributes to getting these orbs unlocked, and these orbs is basically what contributes to this event. And today we're going to be talking about how we can fully utilize the best out of this event. So I mean, if you go through the rewards at the start aren't crazy good, but hey, it's good for new players. Got some early Wakandans energy usage there, which is great for leveling if you're new. Then we get into Thanos, which is great for those guys that missed them the first go around. And then you got some more energy, which is nice. You got some power cores, and then we get into some good stuff there with the we got some supernaturals, and then we get into some Inhumans, which is really nice as well. And then as you guys move further down into the milestone 30s, we get into the Asgardians, and I mean, everybody's trying to farm Sif, everybody's trying to farm Hela, and this is really nice, especially for the upcoming Black Bolt event. I think everyone's kind of keeping their eyes on the prize on these guys here. And if we scroll right to the bottom, this is kind of what I am aiming for, and you need 42,700 points. And essentially you want these materials for the end game, and it doesn't matter, even if you're not trying to get into Dark Dimension 3, which these materials are required. It's just about getting your characters into the highest level possible, and then you can rock an arena, you can rock an alliance war, and all that good stuff. So again, these materials are nice because these are very difficult to farm, and I mean, even 10 pieces of this thing, or 10 pieces of the reactor stuff, the ribosomes, these are so hard to farm, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, it's great that they keep throwing them in the milestones, and I think that's gonna really promote players to push themselves, especially trying to get all these milestones unlocked. So let's talk about how we can maximize these milestones. So we're gonna pull up another window here, and as I already said earlier, we get energy. So we get a little bit of energy, and we use it, and essentially in the day here, as you guys can see in the chart, we get about 288 energy. That's per day. That's generating. That's, we get about, I think, one energy every 5 or 6 minutes or something like that. Anyways, it comes out to 288. And then you get 3 of those energy refills. That happens, somewhere in the middle of the day, and then it happens again at evening time, and then a second time in the evening, depending on where you are in the world. And again, with the 50x refreshes, what I mean by that is when you're spending the 50 power cores and you get the 120 energy, I'm sure you guys are all doing that. Maybe you might not be doing it as much now if you're level 75 and you're trying to conserve your refreshes, but just with recent events, and if you're trying to farm characters, you're trying to farm materials, this is always the best bang for your buck. 200 cores and you get 480 energy. That's just too good to pass up. So if you guys look at that, with all those totals coming in, that comes out to about 1,008, and that's really nice here. That's really nice. So we're gonna get 1,000 of that energy, 1,000 of those credits per day, and now we've been going with this event here. This event's gonna last for 10 days, so again, we're gonna get like 10,000 or whatever. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is we're gonna talk about the calendar stuff. So again, with the calendar, you check your calendar that's going on with the event. You're gonna get 16 out of those credits, 800 on one day, 800 on the other. So that's where 1,600 comes from. And then we actually get 500 energy. That's coming right in the middle, dead smack of the event here, which is really nice. So that's 2,100 there. And you know what? Something else I should have included here too is we also get another 150 energy from those second strike milestones I was just showing you guys. I think we get 50 energy or something like that for the first couple of milestones with the Wakandans, if I'm remembering correctly. And then, as I already said, it's just, it's really nice because then it just kind of pieces in more energy. But I'm not going to factor that in because, again, that helps with a little bit of discrepancy or whatever. It helps you guys out. It gives you a little bit of cushion for the end there. So now let's talk about the other one. So if we look at the totals here, you got total energy for 10 days. That's 10,800, as we were just talking about there. And now we got the calendar that comes up to another 2,100. So now we still need 43,680, or 437. Is the total, I think it was. Anyways, in order for us to get that, to close that gap or whatever it is, we gotta figure out ourselves what the heck, how do we bridge the gap there, and that's what we're gonna do with blitzing. So if you guys look at the blitz and you do a win, it's gonna be 45 points per win. So you get 45 of those. We got the Gamora blitz going on right now, and again, that averages out to about 70 wins per day. So that's the number you want to look for. So how much blitz do you got to do per day? Pretty easy, right? 70. So you're going to get 3,150. You can get about 70, and that's the minimum. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, it was like 67, 68, but I just rounded it to 70. So that way it gives you guys a little bit of extra cushion in case you do, in the off chance, miss off some of that energy, or, you know, one day you don't collect that 80 energy. In a perfect world, you know, no one's going to be perfect, and you're going to probably miss some. Now, if we look at the orbs to complete the milestones, that means we're going to need about 26 orange orbs, 26.69, so 27 orbs. And then you're going to need like 35.58 of those purple orbs, which, again, you know, it's gonna come out, and you know, it comes out to like 36. And then with the orbs, with the blue ones, 72. Simple math, you know, it's just 36 divided by 2, or times 2 is 72. Anyways, because they use half the orbs. Anyways, that's how we get into those numbers. And now, if we're looking down for Blitz, so right now, you know, we got the Gamora Blitz going on here, and as you guys will see here, we got, you know, simple multipliers. I mean, really, what you want to do is you want to just, and I'm just making this up as I go here. We're just gonna jump in with a random team, and just purposely dropping your blitz and bringing it down so that way you can get those easy wins. I mean, obviously, if you've got a big roster and you've got like 20 teams you can use, getting that 70 wins per day isn't gonna be too hard. So we're just gonna drop down here so I can show you guys an example here. So we're gonna lose, and we're gonna drop down, and that's gonna bring us down to back to 3.0, which is the tier, or 2.0, I guess, in this case. So now we're at 3.0, and maybe I'll use a weaker team. We will throw, I was using these ones earlier. Okay, we're going to throw Spider-Verse in there, and again, this team is easy to win. Most of these tiers right now are pretty easy. It's when you're up in 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, yeah, just anything in those 3.7 or 5 pluses. I mean, then that's when you kind of have to pay attention. But the secret here is if you guys drop down on your blitz down to 2.0, easy peasy. Now you're back at the first tier. So you just need some teams to sacrifice, and then, you know, we can go in here. We're just gonna go in quick. You know what? Screw it. We'll just go X-Men. And anyways, everybody knows X-Men's one of the best teams for auto blitzing. So again, you just go in there, slap that auto blitz on, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a laughing frenzy, right? It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy peasy, right? We're just gonna hit the auto blitz there. I picked this team because they're just gonna kill Phoenix, and then if she drops, she's just gonna, you know, destroy the team once Dark Phoenix is out. Actually, I don't even know if these guys have enough damage to take her out, actually. Okay, maybe this was not the best way. This is probably not the best example, but again, you're gonna auto blitz. You're not gonna really pay too much attention, and then you can get those 60, 70 wins per day. And this is very dependent on the number of teams you have. So if you've got only 5 good teams, obviously that's gonna take a little bit longer. But if you're like me, and if you've been playing the game for a while, and you've got a lot of teams and you got a lot of rosters, then it's going to be obviously easy for you guys. But again, yeah, that's pretty much that's pretty much the best way to attack it. And I'll just show you guys here. If you guys go to your profile as well here, if you want to keep track of the blitzing, just look at your blitz wins. I got 25,385. That's a nice rounded number, which is really nice. I'm going to write that down somewhere, and then I know, hey, I got to make sure I get at least 70 per day. And then if you do the math, that means by the time you're done the event, 70 times 10 is 700. So I mean, by definition, that 25385 should be like, plus 700 on there. It's going to be like 26085, right? Because plus 700. That's how I'm doing the math. If you guys don't know how to, if you guys have already, if you guys already started and you obviously don't know what numbers, another good way is, keeping track of your orbs. So we don't have any points right now, and we've got 21 of these bad boys. So again, we can keep track with the orbs as well here. We said earlier that we need about 20-some orbs, 27 or 26 or something like that. So for me, I only need like 6 more, and then I can max the milestones out. And I'm a bit of a hoarder. That's why I haven't opened these. But again, if you go back to the milestones, you'll see that 0. And then again, if you're getting about 1,600 per points, then you can just do the easy math. I mean, 10 of those orbs will net you 16,000. 20 of those will net you 32,000, right? And then so forth, easy math. But yeah, hopefully that's helped you guys out. I mean, I don't think the event's that hard, but again, I do blitz a lot, and I'm a little crazy with blitzing, so that's just my persona. But again, that's gonna change depending on how much freedom you guys have. But I mean, everybody's staying indoors right now because of COVID, so I mean, good time to blitz, guys. We've got about 6 days, 22 hours left for the event, so hopefully this has helped you guys out a bit. Like I said, the biggest bulk of it, like you said, like I saw, was from blitzing, and you need that 30,000 from blitzing alone. So I mean, unless you're spending extra cores on your energy, that's probably, you know, I probably could conserve my cores and use it more on the blitzes. That's what I would do. But yeah, hopefully this helped you guys out, and hopefully that's, you know, you guys know how many battles to do now. 70 does sound, I know it's a little taunting, but for me, I've got like 20 some good teams. Every team that's favorited can usually win. And with me, I mean, I just have to do 3 rotations. One time when I wake up, one time when I go to bed or something, and then another time in the middle. And that's like 60 wins right there. And then what I usually do is I throw in my, well, I think I reused them, but I throw in my scraps. I think right now I've got the Hydra crew because they suck, and all these other scraps. And that's usually what I throw in there. So I usually throw in these guys in here at the bottom, go in there, and then they can lose, and then they can drop my tier back down. So hopefully that's helped you guys out. Yep, like I said, this is a really great event, and we got lots of good stuff going on for the anniversary. Really appreciate that. I think a lot of the fans have been, you know, they needed something like this to pick them back up, and right now it's a great time. If you're a new player, it's really good rewards for you for late game, especially these ones. And if you're late game, obviously, you're not going to complain about these rewards either. Anyways, guys, that's all I got for today. Stay safe. You know, if you've been traveling, obviously, I don't need to hash it out. You know, self-isolate, and you know, you can farm some blitzing, and you know, get some of these awesome materials. All right, guys, thank you for watching, and as always, happy gaming.